Good evening to the March 28th, 2022 meeting of the Tewksbury Planning Board. Being a quorum present, we'll bring this meeting to order. First item on the agenda, approval of minutes.
Yeah, Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion to approve the minutes of March 14th, 2022 as written.
Do we have a second?
No. We don't have a full board. We did that last week. You will need a full board to approve the minutes.
We don't have to, a majority would
We
do
did
that.
that the last meeting, we did. Okay, yes. Okay,
Motion on the floor and seconded. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the ayes have it. Next item on the agenda, committee reports. Any committee reports?
All set, Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Delaney?
all set.
Okay. I have one report. On the 11th of April, we are having our next meeting. We are going to have the zoning bylaw subcommittee here presenting the new zoning bylaws to be acted on at town meeting. I am on the zoning board subcommittee, but I will not be able to attend, and I feel bad about that, but I will not be on this hemisphere. So I'll be quite a ways away. So I will find out what happened at the meeting afterwards. Next item on the agenda, town planners report.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'll keep this brief. First update is the sidewalk discussions from last time. Mr. Delaney had asked me to speak with Representative Robertson or the state delegation regarding the state's possible involvement in installing sidewalks in front of 1788 and 1866 Main Street as discussed, including the Livingston Street signal update. I have just had a discussion with Representative Robertson on the 18th, and he was going to reach out to Mass DOT because he does know that they have some projects in the pipeline, and we wouldn't want to act on installing those sidewalks prematurely because there's a chance that they could get ripped up during other work. So he's going to see what they have going on in their schedule to see if there's a time we can best position this. I did also forward him the estimate that we received from GCG, so he can get an idea of how much we'd be looking for. So that's in his court right now, and I plan to follow up with him this week.
Very good, thank you. Any questions?
Well, I guess one question I have, Anna, I'm sorry, Alex, is the fact that, do you think it's worth following up with Mr. Feingold and Representative Trom to get some help on their end too, maybe? The more the merrier.
Absolutely. I was just starting with Representative Robertson because I know that he has also been fielding calls about this. So I can absolutely reach out to Representative Wynn and Senator Feingold.
Okay.
Thank you.
Next item is actually the day of the last meeting. The 30 East Street mixed-use project was appealed by an abutter on March 14th. Town council has been informed and will be representing the board. So there's no action here. Just wanted to let you guys know that is kind of frozen in time at the moment. The third item I wanted to discuss actually really may not matter tonight since we don't have all the members present, but I was looking to propose the planning board waiving the signed special permit fees for the remainder of 2022 in an effort to incentivize businesses, particularly along Main Street, to get new signs. We saw how nice the Max Dairy one came out. We have Balance Spa just got theirs. Now, to be clear, these companies would still have to pay for the building permit to have the sign put up, but possibly saving some money could alleviate some of the burden for them. And I think we're really well positioned where we have Starbucks coming to town soon. The new bakery is supposed to be coming. We have our new fire station, new schools. We have a lot of exciting redevelopment going on in the town. And I think this could be a great way for some businesses to piggyback on this. But I'm happy to table this until we have everybody present. But I wanted to kind of put that out there. And I provided some data from the last 5 years of the number of sign permits granted, how many along Main Street, and how the percentage overall of the special permits we grant. And generally, it's only about 20%, so it's not like we'd be kind of giving away everything, particularly where signed special permits are easy to process administratively and typically only take one hearing. So that's just something I wanted to put in front of the board for consideration. We can certainly discuss it next time. And then last item, as Mr. Fowler mentioned, we have the zoning bylaw rewrite submitted for consideration at annual town meeting, and the scheduled planning board hearing is for Monday, April 11th. Now, because the zoning bylaw rewrite failed at annual town meeting last year, it does require a positive endorsement from the planning board to be able to move forward to town meeting this year. So, last year, it was great that everybody was on board and it could go to town meeting regardless of what the planning board endorsed, but this year we do require the endorsement. So that's just something to keep in mind. And also, as Mr. Fowler mentioned, he's not going to be at the next meeting. So if anybody else is not going to be there, I'd like to know sooner than later. But other than that, that is all I have, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Alex. Next item on the agenda, 984 Main Street, non-substantial change in termination.
Good evening, Mr. Chairman, members of the board. Chief Kearns from the Fire Department, along with Deputy Gododaro. We're seeking a not substantial change to the plans that were approved for the new fire station. As the plans are set right now, there's a concrete rumble strip down the middle of the driveway that's planned. What we'd like to do is change that out to have a painted striped island. I sent you guys an overhead picture of what we'd like to do with that. It's going to be the same size as the concrete. It's just two things. I think it's going to look better with the painted area rather than the stamped concrete, as they're calling it. And plus the damage that I think it will do to our plows as we're trying to plow the driveway. That's what we're hoping to do tonight, was to allow that to go forward so we can make that change order. We are in the station right now. We moved in there last Tuesday with the temporary occupancy permit. The outside work should be getting started probably around mid-April. They're waiting for DOT to issue their permits so they can do work on close to the 38. So when that work is done, right around mid-April, we'll have that middle island striped, hopefully, if you guys approve it. We're also going to have in front of the apparatus doors stenciled on the pavement, no parking, to make sure people are aware of that. So I'll be more than willing to answer any questions you guys might have about it.
Very good, thank you. Board members, Mr. Delaney.
I don't have a problem with what they want to do. I think it's a good idea, because the rumble strip will only affect the plow when it goes up and down. Or the plow will knock the things that make everything vibrate off. So I think it's actually a good idea. I'm all for it.
Thank you. Mr. Fratalia.
Thank you, Mr. Vice Chair. I had met with Mr. Kearns and Mr. Gododaro at the firehouse, and I kind of walked the site with Chief Kearns, and I'm in full agreement with the plans to remove the rumble strip. I was actually pleasantly surprised at the width of the driveway when we did do a walk. So, Chief, I'm looking at the plans, and it shows for a 6-foot strip. Is that what you want to still have as for a painted strip, or is that too much?
I think it's probably too much. I'm going to talk to the designers, the GGD, the engineers. I think if we're going to switch it to a painted area, to have 6 feet, because it's about 36 feet wide right now, if we knock that down around 4 feet, I think that'd be a good size island going down the middle that will completely delineate, in and out, so no one's confused of.
Yeah, I mean, I myself think, like I said, 4 feet is plenty,
Okay.
and in walking the site, the driveway is a lot bigger than we had thought
I agree with
originally.
you. Yeah, no, I agree with you. When we were looking at the plans before and to actually see it in place now, I'm pleasantly surprised at the width of the driveway. I think it accommodates exactly what we had planned. There was a concern about the apparatus going in and out with regular traffic going in and out. And I think the width of that driveway certainly suffices to allow cars to get off to the side if we're pulling out, so.
Yeah, I agree, Mr. Kearns. You know, there'd be enough room for a car to pull over in case the apparatus is coming behind them or coming in, vice versa. And I have no problem voting for the painted strip in the middle and doing away with the rumble strip as well. So, but, thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Delaney. Oh, you already did.
Yeah, I already did it.
Yeah. I haven't seen you for so long. You know. I'm all set with this, obviously. I can understand it, and it makes all the sense in the world. I have a question to ask, but it has nothing to do with this hearing, this discussion, but I will ask afterwards. I think if you're in favor of it, Chief, that we should amend your submittal from 6 feet to 4 feet now.
Okay.
So when we vote on it, it's done.
Perfect. That'd be great. I appreciate it.
Okay, may I have a motion on that, please?
Yeah, Mr. Fowler, I'd like to make a motion that this is a non-substantial change determination.
And
Okay, do we vote on that first?
I want to make the amendment.
Okay. I'd also like to amend the plans to show a 4-foot strip as proposed in the diagram rather than a 6-foot strip down the middle of the driveway and remove the rumble strip as requested.
Mr. Delaney? Second on that? Hearing that. On the motion, all in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed, the ayes have it. Mr. Fratelli?
I'd like to make a motion to approve the non-substantial change at 984 Main Street as discussed.
Very good. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none. On the motion, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the ayes have it. Gentlemen, you're all set.
Thank you very much.
Right.
Have a
Thank
great
you.
night.
And I don't say that loosely, gentlemen. Next item on the agenda, 15 Assel Street. Approval not required plan.
15 S's. I don't know what this is. Couldn't figure it out.
Good evening, Mr. Chairman, members of the board. For the record, David Plunkett for the applicant on the A&R plan for 15 Astor Street. This is pretty straightforward. 3 issues for the A&R is, does it have frontage on the way? Does it have sufficient frontage? And is it of the area required by the zoning? So, you know, clearly this is on the public way. It has 1+ acre on both lots, and each lot has 150 foot of frontage. So that's all the criteria, that's all the determination to be made, and request that it be approved for endorsement.
Thank you, Mr. Plunkett. Mr. Delaney?
The question I guess I have is, how many houses are going in there? Or are you just changing the lot lines?
So we're just looking for endorsement of the plan as presented, as it exists. This is what it exists right now. There's no proposal pending on this right now, other than request for an A&R endorsement. That's the sole submittal.
Yeah, I'm all set with that.
Thank you, Mr. Plunkett. Mr. Fratelli?
Yeah, I'm all set, Mr. Chairman. Pretty straightforward. I know what the applicant's trying to do, identify the lot lines and, you know, so forth and so on. So, I'm fine with this.
Very good. And I am likewise. Cut and dry. We have a motion.
I can make a motion to approve the, acknowledge or approve the approval not required plans as submitted at 15 Astle Street.
Thank you, Mr. Delaney.
Second.
On the motion, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the ayes have it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Next item on the agenda, 940, 960 Main Street. That has been continued, right?
Yep. there's a request to continue until April 11th at 7:20 PM.
Do we have a motion on that continuance?
Make a motion to continue 940, 960 Main Street till April 11th at 7:20 PM as
Second.
discussed.
I second.
Thank you. On the motion, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed, the ayes have it. Next item on the agenda, item D. 85 Front Street is also continued till April 11th. Was that voted last time or not?
Nope, that request came in today, so that would be for 7:15.
All right. Board members?
Yeah, Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion to continue 85 French Street till April 11th as discussed.
Second.
That's the one we're gonna work off, yeah.
Upside down. Thank you, gentlemen. On the motion, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the ayes have it. Thank you. That's continued till,
I got it, April 11th. Yep.
next item on the agenda is item G, 940, 960.
Nope, that's the 11th.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Today's agenda,
Yep, there it is.
looking at E.
Yep. Next item on the agenda, 30 International Place, Lowell 5-cent savings bank, special permit, continued from 3/14.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Attorney Doug Hausler, representing the Lowell 5. We're respectfully requesting the right to withdraw the application without prejudice.
Thank you. Those are the words I was waiting for.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you. Board members?
All set, Mr. Chairman.
All set?
Second, all set. On the motion, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the ayes have it.
Thank you.
There
We
you go.
submitted a letter to that effect for your files. Thank you
Very
very
good.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a nice night.
We'll see you back here.
All right, that's it.
Yes.
Old business, none.
2 more continuations.
Next item on the agenda, item F, 160, 170 River Road. Applicant requests to continue till April 11th, 2022. You have a motion to accept?
Yeah, Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion that we continue the 160, 170 River Road application until 4/11/22, time to be determined.
7:10.
Second.
7:10, okay.
Second.
Thank you. Motion's been made and seconded. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the ayes have it. Item G, 60 Highland View Road. I don't know if we should say anything about that. Why? Yeah.
Yeah, probably not.
It appears that, if I may, it appears that the reason they're continuing this is because someone at one time put drainage devices underground on that site already. Never been inspected. No deep, no test pits, nothing. So Mr. Hardeman is concerned, obviously, that what are they gonna do? They can't use what's in the ground now because it wasn't inspected. So they're going to have to decide what they wanna do, either rip it out and start anew, or something else. I don't know.
So is it right on site, Mr. Chair?
Yeah, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
The people that are building Highland View, they didn't put the,
No, they didn't.
they didn't put
It
the.
was done
things
before,
in, right?
done before, yeah.
Did they know they were there and they were gonna be able to use them?
No. They say no. I have a question that I'd like to ask the engineer, but he's not here today.
Okay.
All right. So motion to,
Let me make a motion, Mr. Chairman, to continue 60 Highland View Road until 4/11/22.
7:05.
At 7 o'clock?
7:05.
7:05.
motion's been made and seconded. All in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed, the ayes have it. Thank you. Now, old business. Any old business? New business?
Well, Mr. Chairman, I don't know if it's new or not, but I would like to extend Mr. Delaney a sincere good luck on Saturday's election. And in the event it doesn't go in your favor, it was a pleasure working with you on the planning board.
Thank you.
I'm going to be more positive than that. I wanted to say that one thing about being the chair is you have to wait till the end to say something. It works two ways, you know, sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. But Mr. Delaney, you've been here for 5 years, and you've seen progression of this board with a lot of new things. And I want to congratulate you for being able to quickly grasp the necessity of knowing what's going on here on this board. It's not an easy board to be on because of the zoning bylaws, state laws, federal laws, town laws. I appreciate what you've done, and I look forward to seeing you back here next meeting. Well, I won't be here, but the next meeting I'm here.
Good luck. Thank you, Paul. It certainly was a pleasure. I enjoyed the 5 years that I've been here.
That's good. We enjoyed you being here. Anything else? Correspondence?
None.
Is it?
Gee,
Make a motion to adjourn.
boy, boy.
Second.
Are you a reporter? What are you here for?
I'm a student.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. Well, sometimes people stay out, sitting out there. If we don't know them, we think they're a reporter because they're writing things down. And that's fine.
Student.
But I didn't want to let someone that wanted to say something, is there something you'd like to pass it to us? Say?
I'm all set, but thank you.
Well,
Very
you
good.
made one of the shortest meetings we've had in years. So
It is a short.
we have continued so many of these and not much to report on, I guess, but come back again.
All right. Motion to adjourn is in order.
Second.
On the motion, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
I oppose, the ayes have it.
That was your
Good night.
tonight.
Thank you.